The Ganges River is located in the northern part of India, which eventually flows into Bangladesh. India, with a population of 1.3 billion people, is a relatively rich country, but the average Indian living there is generally poor.
This river is fueled due to the ice melting off of the Himalayan mountains, flowing into the river that flows across northern India. Varanasi, a hugely populated city, is located north of the river, which is a major reason of pollution to the river in the form of sewage. This river plays a huge role in India's religion. It is sacred to Hindus but can be very dangerous to someone's health if they are completely submerged in the water. It is also a lifeline to millions of Indians who live along its course and depend on it for their daily needs. Due to its recent industrialization, India's pollution has been increasing immensely within the past 20 years. The pollution in this river includes domestic waste, sewage, and harmful industrial waste being dumped directly into the river by the people. This river is now too toxic to perform religious ceremonies and provide for the people's daily needs.
A court in the northern Indian state of Uttarakhand ordered in March 2017 that the Ganges River, as well as its main
Tributary,
the Yamuna, have the same legal rights as a human. Encouraged by environmentalists, this means that anyone who caused any harm to the river would face the same consequences as someone who caused harm to a human. The Uttarakhand government later ruled this as unpractical and unsustainable. As of right now, the river is under no rules or regulations to stop the pollution to the river.
Climate change has major effects on the Ganges River. When a decrease in river water quality resulting from climate change occurs, the river water also increases in temperature. Increased temperature of the river water will influence the growth rate of phytoplankton, macrophytes, aquatic organisms, and other species. This is because many of the chemical and biological processes run at a faster pace at higher temperatures. When climate change occurs and the water temperature increases as well, species diversity is affected. Climate change is expected to affect all the levels of river and biodiversity. Many of the species in the Gangetic ecosystem are already threatened, and climate change effects will not help the situation. Habitat loss is expected for the species which have comparatively narrower distribution, and in the locations where the temperature increase will be higher. Temperature change will also affect species composition. According to Bergman's rule of thermal regulation, species tend to be smaller in warmer climates.
Local populations will be affected because many people rely on the Ganges River. Vijay Kumar, a citizen of India, is one of more than 400 million people who depend on the Ganges River for their livelihoods. But he said he's struggling today because local environmental authorities are trying to shut down his business, saying that his soap suds are polluting the river. This sort of challenge to balance economic interests and environmental protection is a challenge that affects many areas. Not only does the pollution to the river cause problems to the communities surrounding the river, but is also showing changes worldwide. Another reason that pollution is a problem is because it causes the rise of various waterborne diseases. Due to the river being connected to the ocean, it causes the diseases to be spread easily and globally. The river can get better, but is going to take millions of dollars and decades to repair the damage. India is already behind in terms of their sewage system, so the issue just keeps piling up on itself, and more time and money is needed.